I think his content's great now. I'm glad he's in the space, and I think he's doing a good job. And if you use that in your intro to your videos, I'm gonna kill you.
We are at the Rumble on the Rift event at TwitchCon.
Yes.
I'm interviewing somebody who I do not believe. Are you competing in it?
No, I got invited 2 months ago, and I turned it down. And then now I kind of regret it, but I wanted TwitchCon to be more of a vacation thing. It's not been a vacation thing.
How could you are like a streamer on the platform? How could this be a vacation thing?
Well, it's like, last TwitchCon was one of the worst events I've ever been to. I took 3 sponsorships on top of my obligations, so it was like I literally had to do nothing but sponsorships, and like that's it. Like sponsorships, fan meets, sponsorships, fan meets. Like it was like a rotating cycle, and like really like gnawed on me. Like it actually was like the worst event I've ever been to. So this year I was like, let's just chill. And so like yeah, sure. I still did a lot of work. Like I ended up like still doing like fan meets. I still signed a bunch of shit. But I also woke up at 2:30 today, so
That feels good.
yeah, it feels great.
Did you wake up at 2:30 because you stayed up watching the games last night?
I woke up to what I thought was a nightmare. I'm hoping it's just a dream. It never happened, you know.
It was not a nightmare. I mean, so I assume you watched the games.
Oh yeah, I watch every game this Worlds. It's the first time I've ever done that, by the way.
I mean, with good reason up until last night, I guess.
I'll probably watch finals too, but yeah, I was a little bummed out.
What do you think they went wrong?
It's being the worst team away to be wrong. Like I just feel like that's the case, right? The biggest problem in that situation is like Victor's super OP and became popular during the middle of the tournament, and Whippo is actually like just a phenomenal player. I think he's his biggest strength is his flexibility. He can play mages, he can play like bruiser carries, he can play stuff like Jace, and when you look at it on the other side, they can't do that. So like Victor has like very specific counter picks. I think LS tweeted like 7, and like all 7 of those are so unique. It's like Echo top lane, Karthus top, Jace top lane, and if you can't, the only thing I know that beats him meta-wise is Urgot, and Urgot gets banned every game. So Victor has no counters, and they had no way to deal with Victor and no way to deal with LeBlanc. So it's kind of awkward.
Who is winning next week?
Fnatic.
How many games?
4.
So 3-1 Fnatic.
I don't want to say 5 because I think that's the meta answer, so I said 4. I'm an off-meta player.
Somebody, I think it was, who was it earlier? It was maybe Darshan or somebody told me 3-1 Fnatic.
Yes, he copied my answer.
I interviewed him for, whatever. I saw a cosplay situation for you guys earlier this event.
Yeah, dude. We decided to dress up as Super Mario. It's supposed to be a little bit casual. And then Poki's like, I'm going to commission my costume. And so she commissioned like her Daisy costume, which is sick, by the way. But I dressed up as Wario. People loved it. I loved it too because it was really breathable. So I wasn't in physical pain at 5 hours into the convention.
What inspired that? It was just like somebody said, let's just do this?
Lily was like, let's just do cosplay Super Mario. And I was like, let's cosplay something else, because I was just like, let's do Overlord, let's do like Attack on Titan, and she's like, no, it has to be Super Mario. So, and then she pointed at me and she said Wario, and I was like, I wanted to be like, you know, Bowser or like Peach or like something. I got Wario.
You wanted to be Peach.
Sure.
And Fed got Peach, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that you enjoy the gender bend?
I'm down to do whatever, you know? Yeah. If I'm a good content creator, I'm willing to sacrifice for my views.
Okay. That's good. That's good to know. It's good to know.
I'm just saying, the fact that you're not in cosplay right now is going to hurt your views. And I really wish you took your job more seriously, Travis, and just decide the Peach cosplay right here, 200K.
I'm not willing to sell out like that, you know? So not all of us do everything for the views.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I do love HP by Omen.
They're not currently my sponsor.
Fuck.
You failed.
Believe that. Okay, my bad.
It's all good. It's fine. I don't have a conflicting. We're fine. This game is over. Cutie Pie's back there. Have you got a chance to hang out with him much?
Not really. I think the event. I saw him like once the entire event, or twice the entire event. I've mainly been hanging out. Like, just seeing Toast again's been really cool. So.
I think he has like a bodyguard.
Yeah, all the top streamers have bodyguard.
You have bodyguard?
I don't know. I'm not a top streamer. Pokey does though.
Okay.
His name's Austin.
Okay, nice. Is he cool?
Yeah, he's chill.
Very good. I don't want to keep you for too long, and this just ended. So, anything you want to say to any of the fans?
Usually, I have the same thing at the end of every interview, so I want to say something different this time. I really appreciate Travis's content. This is the only sound clip you're ever getting of me, by the way. I appreciate that Travis exists in the scene and the content that he does. A long time ago, I used to hate his fucking content. Nowadays, I feel like it's gotten not only a lot better, but a lot more.
You hated my content? I let you live in my apartment for a month.
I said a long time ago, dude. Don't worry about it. But I think his content's great now. I think I'm glad he's in the space, and I think he's doing a good job. And if you use that in your intro to your videos, I'm gonna kill you.
Thank you so much for the interview, Scarra. Really appreciate it. Enjoy. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things TwitchCon right here on my YouTube channel. Maybe this is a weird place to tell this story after an interview is done. I don't know. But I'm just going to open up. Growing up, I had a teacher who told me I would never amount to anything. And there was one thing in particular she said to me that really stuck with me. She said, Travis, you will never get 50,000 followers on Twitch. So, I don't know, maybe she's right. But I think there's a chance we might be able to prove her wrong. You just need to click the link in the description, follow me there. Maybe throw me a Twitch Prime sub if you feel like it. I don't know, it's something that's just sat with me for all of my life.